exclusive futures. And if you can't get that around your head, if you can't accept that, if you can't wrap your head around it, what is that? What? Oh, it is? Oh, I was leaning, wasn't I? Cheap shit. Um, well, I've got one pillow left. Sorry. I thought it was polystyrene. Fuck. Do we pay a lot for that? That's one bit of staging we can't reuse. It's my favourite shirt.
Oh, good.
If you don't understand, we should just do the other one, really. If you don't understand what? No, don't encourage me. If you don't understand that mass Muslim immigration and making America great again are mutually exclusive futures, you are, like Hillary, like Bernie Sanders, like Jill Stein, like pretty much every celebrity you've ever heard of, part of never be able to save people from what is
Stuck in the jing. Stuck in the jing.
Now, we put leaders in roles willing to defend our cultures and values. Trump has already started to do this. He has made Mad Dog Mattis Secretary of Defense. And this is what Mad Dog Mattis has to say, the most alpha guy in the world. You go into Afghanistan, you got guys who slap women around for 5 years because they didn't wear a veil. You know, guys like that ain't got no manhood left anyway, so it's a hell of a lot of fun to shoot them. Actually, it's quite fun to fight them, you know. It's a hell of a hoot. It's fun to shoot them.
Mad Dog!
Telling you that it's fun to shoot people. It's fun to shoot some people. I'll be right up there with you. I like brawling. The guy's fucking amazing. He really gets it. Here, by the way, is one more of his quotes before I finish. Imagine anyone in the Obama administration saying this. Americans will not ask one fundamental question. Is political Islam in the best interests of the United States? I suggest the answer is no. But we need to have a discussion. If we won't even ask the question, how do we recognize our side with inequality? There's one certain way to continue this process, and that is to completely here, that is not resistant. Does General Mattis strike you as someone who is not willing to discuss a subject that may make liberals upset or squeamish? Does Donald Trump? No, they're not. And it just may be the case that Donald Trump, for all of his occasional silliness, could be the guy against who wants to save Western civilization. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. I will. Where are we? I'm very happy to take some questions. Oh, you're going to do it. Okay, I'm very happy to take some questions. Thank you so much for thank you, the front two rows, for standing this time. I'm very happy to take some questions for as long as I have available. If you'd like to stand, I think that, the lady here in the... What colour is that? Is that... The lady in the salmon.
Oh. Wow, I didn't expect I would actually be able to go first here. Look at that.
Well, there we go. Sometimes it's nice to come first.
Milo, I love you. Thank you so much for coming.
Let's see if we already have something in common.
I actually have it's kind of like a two-part question.
Go ahead.
Why do you think there are so many people who claim to be liberal who live their lives as conservatives and not even really realize it? And about your statistics about the Muslims wanting Sharia law, don't you think that heavily resembles...
Oh no, you can't buy any more ladies?
Or what they claim to be hate speech?
Okay,
what can't you buy?
I think most people are sort of natural libertarians, not necessarily conservative or progressives. I think they're pulled in that direction by cultural forces, by their experiences. I think people are nudged in a particular political direction by circumstances, but I think fundamentally people are to the left.
Elegant! Oh, elegant ladies.
As they're able to read, say, be anything, dress how they like, speak how they like, hang out whatever they want, find whatever interesting they want, publish what they want, use whatever language they choose to use to express themselves. I think most people are like that. I think that is something in our nature that's natural. various kinds of politics over their life through their experiences. So if you are fat, lonely, miserable, or stupid, you might end up a Democrat. If you are hardworking, you aspire to great things, you're disciplined, you believe in the value of tradition and the other wonderful things that have built society and made the westernised place to live, you might end up a Republican. But fundamentally, our nature is libertarian. So, as to your question of why do so many liberals, why do people identify as liberals versus living as conservatives, I think those labels basically a break. I think the great distinction today is between people who want to be left alone and people who want to control how others live. Now, the conservatives who want to control how others live are a relatively small number these days. The British right doesn't have the same budget as it used to. The Republican establishment can't do what it used to do in terms of legislating on social issues. Now it's progressive. It's progressive. Social justice movements tell you the language you can use, tell you what you can believe in, tell you who you can like. But I think the primary gap between people these days is between libertarians and authoritarians. I think it's between people who believe that they know better how others should live and people who just want to be left alone. The majority of the people who just want to be left alone, or at least want to pursue their own greatness, flourishing, their own value and virtue, without language codes, speech codes, without the authoritarian oppressive oversight of the government. Those who voted for Trump. Those who voted for Trump, they were sick of the duck. I think that maybe the people you're describing who kind of broke out their shell in this election.
Jobs. Oh.
That's a rabbit house. Yes.
No, he loves it in there.
Well, you make the mistake. Well, maybe you don't, but don't make the mistake of interrogating the political left with logic.
Oh
Reason,
God!
they
Oh
don't
God!
No! They've given up.
No, it's okay. It was really the Rocket League that was scary.
With who you are and what you are, rather than what you believe. They have decided that your skin color, your sexuality, your gender matters more than the content of your character. There was some guy once in American history, whose name I forget, who said that it would be nice if we judge people by the content of their character and the color of their skin. Maybe some progressive can fill me in who that was, but I was joking. I thought that was a fairly decent way to behave to other people, a fairly reasonable way to conduct ourselves. Progressives have given up on that. It leads to logical absurdities. The idea that you would pander to a mollycoddle radical Islam at the expense of gay people, for instance, shows you that progressives no longer believe in logic and reason. Instead, they're interested in constructing a hierarchy of victimhood, right at the top we've got Muslims and trans. And right down the bottom now, we've got white gay men.
Dang it, ducks! Slam dunk what you
We benefit from our skin color and our gender more than we suffer from our sexuality. The problem with these tables is, Muslims are on the top of the oppression league table.
No, I feel about that.
They want to kill everyone else on the table. They want to kill the blacks, they want to kill the women, they want to kill the gays, they want to kill the trannies, they want all the rest of us dead. And this is only confusing to you if you continue to...
They want to kill all the sandwiches.
What they're instead interested in doing is importing Marxist economic philosophy about oppressors and oppressed, oppressors and victims, into the social sphere. It doesn't make any sense to talk in monetary terms about the relations between the sexes.
Here we go.
What you can do is introduce, this is cultural Marxism. What you can do is introduce this dynamic of the oppressor and the oppressed.
I'm ready to slap your dunks.
And it just so happens that in every single instance the left will come up with, straight white men are the oppressors.
Drunk slap it.
It ain't so. There are plenty of people in this country really suffering who happen to fall into that category. And Donald Trump spoke to some of those people last election. Those people are tired of being lied to and lied about. They're tired of progressives saying they are bigots and racists and they're just tired. So stop trying to interrogate the progressive left on the basis of logical reason. And instead, treat them with the sorts that they approach them with the strategies that they have approached conservatives with for the last 30 years, the most effective of which is laugh them in the face, because they deserve it. Stood, sure. Came a little early. Let's go. Bowie, is that David Bowie t-shirt? I threw up in his sink,
Awesome, fantastic.
I threw up in his sink about 4 or 5 years ago, and he insisted on cleaning it up himself. And I was so embarrassed I had to leave.
All right, so you brought up Gary Johnson earlier and how he's an idiot. I wanted to bring up the fact he's not only an idiot, but he's also a cuck. And he unleashed a wave. He unleashed a wave of cuckery on the libertarian movement that's really taken hold. I was just wondering, do you think that this wave of cuckery is irreversible, or
Sorry.
Or are we is it a lost cause?
Sorry, we were talking about libertarians. I got bored. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Any ladies in the audience who's urban decay? There we go. Sorry, what was your question? Sorry, Gary Johnson, I just tuned out. What was the... Oh, no, libertarians are defined by cuckery. No, I am in broad terms a libertarian, or the libertarians, you know, their obsession with Bitcoin and hacking. Have very little to say of substance. It's a sort of admission that you've given up trying to find a system that works. You've given up trying to work out what the virtuous society might look like, and instead retreated into just saying, now, to say that most people want to be left alone and not language policed isn't the same thing as I have no idea what a society should be organised like, I have no idea what the size of the state should be, I have no idea like what kind of foreign policy we should have, and I don't care. I'm just going to be like, oh, like, that's the face, sad to say, upon the modern Libertarian Party, which we saw in that glorious obese speaker. Do you remember him? Was that his name? The Libertarian Party conference this year, back just wandered across the stage with no, I mean, look, they're a joke. They deserve to be a joke. There is a long, proud, beautiful history of libertarianism as best exemplified by J.S. Mill on liberty, classical liberalism. You know, do what the hell you want as long as you're not affecting other people, which deserves to be defended, and I'm a proud supporter of the modern Libertarian Party and sort of the Reddit libertarians. Deserve nothing but ritual public humiliation. It's my intent to continue giving them. Yeah. Blondie in the name of the show. There we go. I'm good, thank you. Oh, come on, make it.
So, thank you for coming to Michigan State University.
Thank you
Really
for
glad to
having
have you
me.
here.
Thank
Especially
you.
me. I guess my question is, after a lot of hate Republicans get, what can college kids do on campus and possibly on the internet to kind of push back this hatred that the left gives us?
Oh, laugh.
Thanks.
What? I've said this in so many college talks that nobody ever really listens. Well, they do listen, but you know, most of them tuned out of the live show there. By the time we get to the Q&A, the sound that libertarians and dictators hate most is the sound of laughter, because it's the sound of freedom, and it's the sound it means that dissidents and mischief and subversion are permitted. And this is one of the very few countries where you can laugh at almost anyone. You can't laugh at some people. You can't laugh at Leslie Jones. Ugly, mannish cunt. You can't laugh at Leslie Jones without consequence if you have any kind of public profile, but you can laugh at most people most of the time. And it's worth preserving that. It's worth protecting that. The most powerful weapon, the best thing is to keep holding people to account for power. Because nobody can resist the truth wrapped in a good joke. And it's just very difficult to get funny, which is what I'm trying my best. Just relying on being funny, but because you know, ultimately being able to
Jummy Jams.
is a way to connect with others.
One
Something
big
that others
whams.
they don't have. Now it's about the right, to be frank. And we saw that in this election with meme culture, the cafe, the great culture surrounding Trump. It was the right's turn to laugh, and I think over the next 10 years you're going to start to see right-wing comedians and libertarian comedians much more braver. And the other thing to say on this subject is, you know, the left has had a monopoly on culture for a really long time. They've been able to tell you what it's okay to laugh about, who you're supposed to like, you know, inflicting shooting dumbass acts and odious, grotesque, talentless, you know, instructing us that we must find these women attractive and funny, or we're sexist, racist monsters. You know, none of this stuff is true. And now, spaces are open for us to start laughing. The most important thing really you can do is to laugh, because the left would have telling the wrong kind of joke about something. You know, it could be racist, it could be sexist. Oh, well, you can't tell that joke because you're not black. You can't tell that joke because you're not gay. It's so ridiculous. I want to tell a joke about black people. I will. And you might laugh and you might not. I want to tell a joke about rape. I will. I find rape quite funny. It's also desirable. But... and it's up to me whether I choose to make myself the butt of the joke or you. If I want to put on my Grinder profile some of you know this already. If I want to put on my Grinder profile to indicate to people that I would like to sleep with African Americans, don't contact me if you're under 7 inches or you know who your dad is. I find it funny, and you know what happens when you tell a joke like that? What happens? Nothing! Nobody fucking dies! Nothing bad happens. And the most appropriate response to these sort of hand-wringing progressive lunatics who say that jokes can be sexist, racist, all the rest of it is that nothing bad happens. There's no such thing. This offensive. Reading this culture doesn't mean anything. Are they offended by that? Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. It's not an argument. It's not a reason to censor another person. And actually, and here's the really crucial thing. It's a really important thing. I was telling a journalist about this earlier today. Humor isn't alienating, like the left would like you to believe that it is. Humor brings us together. When you meet somebody for the first time, if you're